You must have been proud of the way you take care of your beloved dog, from choosing tasty food to fun walks. But have you ever wondered if those seemingly harmless daily habits are actually harming your dog's health? You may think that taking them for a walk immediately after eating or adding an extra spoonful of food because you're being kind wouldn't cause any problems, but in fact it might be the opposite. These seemingly small mistakes are the leading causes of thousands of emergency cases in veterinary hospitals, and most dog owners are unaware of this. The truth might surprise you. Over 90% of emergency cases in veterinary hospitals are related to feeding mistakes, most of which are made by dog owners without realizing it. These mistakes not only affect your pet's physical health, but can also harm their mental well-being and overall quality of life. If you truly love your dog and want to ensure they stay healthy and happy, now is the time to start paying attention to your daily care habits. In this video, we'll help you identify the most dangerous mistakes you may be unknowingly making for your dog. Small changes in your care routine could help you avoid unnecessary risks, allowing your dog to live longer, healthier, and avoid accidents that could happen at any time. Let's watch together and make sure you're taking the best possible care of your dog, so they can continue to be by your side for many more happy years ahead. Section 1. A life-threatening mistake. Walking after eating. You may have thought that taking your dog for a walk immediately after eating is a great way to help them digest their food and get some exercise. You might have done this thinking it helps your dog stay healthy and active. But in reality, this is one of the most dangerous mistakes many dog owners make. Walking immediately after eating can cause a life-threatening condition called gastric dilation volvulus, or bloat, which could lead to your dog facing the risk of death if not treated promptly. You might not realize it, but when you take your dog for a walk right after eating, their stomach will stretch from the food and gas accumulating inside. This sudden movement causes their stomach to twist, cutting off blood flow and hindering digestion. As a result, bloat can develop rapidly, leading to severe complications, even death. According to research from Purdue University, over 30% of cases of bloat are fatal even with emergency surgery. This condition doesn't just affect large breeds like German Shepherds, Dobermans, or Great Danes. Even smaller breeds like Beagles can be at risk if not careful. This is a very dangerous condition that you may not realize until it's too late. Signs of bloat are easy to recognize but can progress extremely quickly. Your dog may start walking anxiously, pacing, drooling uncontrollably, or trying to vomit unsuccessfully. If you notice these signs, act immediately. Time is critical when dealing with bloat. Within 2 hours, if no intervention is made, the condition can lead to multi-organ failure, and your beloved dog might not survive. The solution is simple but extremely effective. Walk first, feed later. After feeding your dog, let them rest for at least 30 minutes before engaging in any activity. Waiting for these 30 minutes will help protect your dog from the risk of bloat and promote a healthy digestive system. A small change in your care routine can help your dog live longer and healthier. Don't let unconscious habits harm your pet. Protect them with small but crucial actions. Section 2. Mistakes in feeding. Low-quality food. Have you ever paid attention to the ingredients in your dog's food? Many of us don't carefully check the product labels or simply trust well-known brands. But in reality, feeding your dog low-quality food containing unclear ingredients can have serious consequences for their health. One of the most dangerous mistakes many dog owners make is feeding their dogs food containing animal byproducts and unsafe ingredients. To understand this issue better, let's look at the ingredients in dog food. If you see terms like meat byproduct or animal meal, it could be a warning sign. Meat byproduct is a legal term, but it refers to parts like beaks, feathers, claws, and even tumor tissue parts of animals that are not fit for human consumption. These are not appropriate food sources for dogs, as they don't provide the necessary nutrients and could lead to long-term health problems. Worse still, a study from Tufts University found that up to 40% of commercial dog food contains products from animals that have been processed with toxic chemicals, including those that were euthanized. These products are approved by the FDA as rendered animal products, making them a potential threat to your pet's health. An important rule when choosing dog food is to avoid products with grains, corn, or soy in the first 5 ingredients. These ingredients are often cheap fillers, providing little nutritional value and could increase blood sugar levels, leading to long-term health issues like obesity and allergies. The simple solution is to choose food with pure protein sources like chicken, beef, salmon, or duck instead of poultry meal. Additionally, avoid artificial preservatives like BHA and BHT, which have been banned in human food in many European countries because they are carcinogenic. High-quality food not only helps your dog have a healthy body, but also contributes to a longer, healthier life. A study from the University of California, Davis, found that dogs fed high-protein quality food live 19% longer and visit the vet 50% less than dogs fed low-quality food. Yes, high-quality food may be more expensive, but it's a worthwhile investment. Not only will you save on vet bills, but you'll also get to enjoy more years with your four-legged friend. So choose wisely and care for your dog with food that has clear, safe ingredients. Section 3. Mistakes in feeding. Without mental stimulation. One mistake many dog owners don't realize is feeding their dog too easily. Have you ever thought that just placing food in a bowl for your dog every day might affect their mental health? In fact, feeding a dog without any mental stimulation can lead to stress, depression, and destructive behavior, something many people fail to notice when caring for their pets. Although dogs have been domesticated and are now companions to humans, their brains are still programmed to hunt, search, and work for every meal. In the wild, dogs have to work hard to hunt for food, which not only feeds them but also stimulates their minds, maintaining their energy and alertness. However, when you simply place food in a bowl for them to eat without doing anything, you're diminishing the opportunity for them to develop their minds and natural instincts. Studies from Yale University have shown that dogs who eat from a food bowl without mental stimulation experience higher levels of stress, higher cortisol, stress hormone levels, and even show signs of depression, similar to what humans go through when they don't have enough mental stimulation. This causes dogs to become bored, lack energy, and develop destructive behaviors like chewing on furniture or digging in the yard. Solution: instead of just feeding your dog from a bowl, try methods that stimulate their minds and encourage them to work for their food. You can start with food that requires searching or solving puzzles, such as scattering food around the yard, hiding it in a rolled-up towel, or using a puzzle feeder that makes the dog think and find a way to eat. These activities not only help reduce stress, but also increase excitement and satisfaction for the dog when they get to express their natural instincts. Research has also shown that dogs engaged in these hunting activities are less likely to engage in destructive behaviors, sleep better, and feel happier. Spending a few extra minutes each day creating challenges for your dog will not only make them feel happier, but also contribute to their mental health, helping them develop and live healthier. A meal is not just about eating. It's an opportunity for you and your dog to strengthen your bond and help them live a fuller life. Make mealtime more interesting and challenging, and you'll be amazed at the changes in their behavior and mental health. Section 4. Mistakes in giving dogs unsafe treats. We all love to see our dogs happy when they get a tasty treat. However, many dog owners are unaware that the treats they give their dogs can hide potential health risks. You might give your dog a small piece of meat from your meal or store-bought treats without knowing the dangerous ingredients inside. You've probably given your dog a slice of cheese, a piece of bacon, or store-bought treats. While they might seem delicious and harmless, at first these treats can hide health risks. Some types of treats contain harmful substances like arsenic, lead, or even melamine, harmful chemicals that led to the pet food recall in 2007 when thousands of dogs were poisoned. Furthermore, rawhide chew bones are a common treat many dog owners trust. However, these bones are often processed with harmful chemicals like bleach and formaldehyde, which can be dangerous to your dog's health if they swallow or chew on them too much. According to an investigation by the FDA, treats made in China were found to contain toxic substances like arsenic, lead, and melamine, which could cause severe stomach pain or even death in dogs if consumed in large quantities. In addition to toxic chemicals, a 2019 study also showed that unsafe treats, especially those with unclear ingredients, could cause dilated cardiomyopathy (DCM), a dangerous heart disease leading to heart failure. Unsafe treats not only cause digestive problems, but can also severely damage your dog's heart, putting them at risk of premature death. Solution: instead of giving your dog treats with unclear origins or commercially processed treats, choose natural, safe, and nutritious snacks. Great options include carrots, sweet potatoes, or freeze-dried liver. These treats are not only good for health, but also help clean teeth and provide fiber. Treats with simple, clear ingredients free from chemicals or artificial colors are always the safest and best choice for your pet. Remember that dog treats should make up no more than 10% of their daily calorie intake, and don't let them become a large part of their diet. While giving your dog a few treats now and then is fine, too many can lead to obesity, digestive issues, and even an increased risk of chronic diseases. The safest and most responsible approach is to give your dog treats that are tested and have clear origins, while always maintaining a balanced diet, combining regular meals with occasional healthy snacks. Treats for dogs should not just be rewards to make them happy, but also nutritional supplements to help them stay healthy and live longer. Section 5. Mistakes in feeding. One large meal a day. When you have a dog, you might think that feeding them one large meal a day is enough to keep them full and healthy, but in reality, feeding your dog just one large meal a day is a mistake that can harm their health in the long run. Especially for large breeds or dogs prone to obesity eating, one big meal can lead to many serious health problems you may not even realize. When you feed your dog just one meal a day, their body faces the issue of stomach acid accumulating for long periods, which slows down digestion and increases the risk of stomach problems. According to a study from UCLA, dogs who eat one large meal a day are 73% more likely to suffer from gastric torsion bloat, a condition that is extremely dangerous and can be fatal within hours if not treated promptly. When dogs don't have food in their stomachs for a long period, stomach acid accumulates, causing discomfort and making them prone to acid reflux or gastric ulcers. This not only makes your dog uncomfortable, but could also lead to serious health problems like enteritis, increased risk of heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Solution. To avoid these problems, the solution is simple. Split the meal into 2 portions. You should divide your dog's daily food into 2 meals, one in the morning and one in the evening, instead of feeding them one large meal. This will improve your dog's digestion and help them maintain a stable energy level throughout the day. According to a study by Harvard University, dogs who eat 2 meals a day live longer, are healthier, and have fewer stomach problems than those who eat one large meal. Splitting the meals into 2 smaller portions helps balance stomach acid levels, prevents acid reflux, and improves metabolism, reducing the risk of obesity and stomach-related diseases. Some breeds, particularly large dogs, may benefit from eating even smaller meals throughout the day. This feeding style reduces stress on their digestive system and enhances nutrient absorption. You might also consider using an automatic feeder to accurately and evenly divide meals, helping your dog maintain good health over time. Additionally, feeding your dog 2 smaller meals a day helps prevent them from feeling hungry for too long, keeping them full of energy and joy. Remember, feeding your dog one large meal a day is not the best way to help them grow healthy. Splitting meals not only improves digestion, but also protects long-term health for your beloved dog. Section 6. Mistakes in feeding. Too hot or too cold food. Have you ever thought that your dog's food should be heated up or stored in the fridge like human food? This is a very common mistake that many dog owners make, and it can lead to serious health consequences for your dog. Feeding your dog food that's too hot or too cold can damage their digestive system and cause long-term digestive issues. When food is too cold, especially if it's taken from the fridge and fed to your dog immediately, it can shock their stomach, causing discomfort and slowing down digestion. In fact, cold food can lead to vomiting, stomach pain, and even gastric ulcers if your dog frequently eats food that's too cold. Conversely, if you feed your dog food that's too hot, it can burn their mouth, esophagus, and stomach lining, causing long-term damage and reducing their ability to absorb nutrients. A study from the Journal of Pet Food found that feeding dogs food that is too cold or too hot increases the risk of gastric ulcers, acid reflux, and digestive disorders. Especially when feeding hot food, tissues in the mouth and esophagus can get burned, causing pain and hindering digestion. This not only makes your dog uncomfortable, but could also reduce their quality of life. Solution. To protect your dog's digestive system, always ensure that their food is at an appropriate temperature, neither too cold nor too hot. Ideal food should be at room temperature or slightly warm, around 37 to 40 degrees, which is similar to their body temperature. If you need to warm up their food, use a microwave at a low setting and stir evenly to avoid hot spots. Be sure to check the food's temperature before feeding it to your dog, either by using your hand or a food thermometer, to ensure it's not too hot. Additionally, if you're feeding raw food like meat or vegetables, avoid storing it in the fridge for too long. Storing food improperly can cause it to spoil, which may harm your dog's health. Always use fresh food and store it correctly to avoid harming your pet. Ensuring your dog's food is at the right temperature not only helps them digest better, but also prevents digestive problems and promotes long-term health. A well-balanced and scientifically correct eating habit will ensure your dog stays healthy and happy. Caring for a dog is a huge responsibility, and every decision we make in their care, feeding and nurturing, can directly affect their health and happiness. Feeding mistakes, whether unintentional or due to a lack of knowledge, can lead to serious consequences that we don't want. From feeding them too soon after meals, choosing inappropriate food, or having unhealthy eating habits, all of these can reduce your dog's quality of life and even shorten the time you share with your four-legged friend. However, with a few small changes and smart decisions in their diet and daily routine, we can help our dogs live long, healthy, and happy lives. Always remember that every food choice you make and every habit you form significantly impacts their health. So don't hesitate to learn more and make changes to take better care of your dog. As long as you're proactive and consistent, your beloved dogs will always be healthy, happy, and by your side for the unforgettable years ahead. This is the true love and care you can offer them.